Fire escape engineers inspector summary video. We're here in Fort Lee and we're looking at this fire escape that has several issues. Obstruction issues is the first that we're going to talk about. This fire escape is full of obstructions up here at the top, going all the way down, some buckets, some ACs that may need to be pulled in a little bit to give you room, and going all the way down to the ground. That's the first issue. Fire escape is estimated to be about 25 to 50 years old. Couple of issues in regards to going back into the wall, but let's first start what we're looking at. The city wants two things: a load test on this fire escape, or they want a certification guarantee in lieu of a load test with no disclaimers that the fire escape is either ready for a load test or has been refurbished in preparation for a load test that may or may never come. So right away, the first thing we got to deal with is welded connections. This thing is, the welds are gone. We need a gusset plate in here. Water is starting to penetrate some of these connections. As you can see, the rust. Change these bolts out. I have problems with these supports. Not necessarily this one, but I'll go down below. But we need to verify these connections into the wall with a plate. Make sure the plates have not been modified. The fire escape down below and that fire escape down below, the plate has been modified. Something occurred there. Now, a lot of these treads, which have hex heads, you're going to start seeing rusty tears on a couple of these. This is an example of rusty tears. Water has getting from the top, coming down underneath. That basically compromises these bolts. And that is from lack of maintenance. If you don't keep these things painted, then water does penetrate from the top, and it's more evident down below. And that basically causes the fire escape to rot the bolt that's holding the tread. This is evidence that something occurred. So this thing used to be tight against the wall. It got pulled away because this platform is kneeling down. So the through bolt, which I'll show you in a little bit, is not working properly. On that roof, which I need to mention also, it's improperly secured onto that roof. Those legs down to the ground there. This fire escape is unsupported. This platform is unsupported. Holding this staircase is unsupported, pulling away from the wall, and I'll show you in a little bit what's wrong with that. Needs a full paint job. This fire escape, I think, is 25 plus years old. Presumed to have lead. Any of these connections that are welded, all compromised. I need a bolt through there so that we don't have to verify that connection. So any welded connections need to be verified. That's an unsupported weld now up the top there. I need this fire escape needs to have a renovator's license. It's presumed to have lead, so any contractor touching and painting this fire escape must have a renovator's license. I'll go into detail a little bit more about that. Again, this connection over here is a welded connection, and rust has definitely penetrated it. I want a bolt through here. All these connections, rust has gotten in here, and that bolt needs to be swapped out. So all major critical connections must be rebolted, so that we don't have to, in preparation for a load test. These up here need to be rebolted. These down here need to be rebolted, but these over here do not if they're in good to excellent condition because they're minor structural. Yep. As you can see, we got evidence that something occurred inside, so all this needs to be sealed and verified. So these connection, this through bolt into the building must be verified. But it's a bigger problem down below. Going down these stairs, whoever built this wrong in that as I come down the stairs, I don't have my minimum requirement of 6 feet 8 inches, so I bang my head coming up the stairs and I'll bang my head going down. So we might have to modify this fire escape so that we go out a little bit further and come down, or we have to modify this platform. It's probably easier to modify this platform and make it go out a little further so that we can get our clearance, but we have a major obstruction issue, and this was not built to code back when, because I don't have 6'8", I probably have 5 feet, and as I walk down I'll show that. So let's go down a little bit now and start showing you some of the standard problems. So we got a lot more rust happening down below here, and water has gone in and starting to blow some of these connections apart. I need a bolt here to basically, this is a welded connection. I need bolts in here If it's going to be single, I need at least a 5/8, but otherwise I will take 2 1/2 inch. And that connection is also back here. That's an unverifiable weld connection, so I need bolts there, I need bolts there. This through bolt, look at all the crushing that's happening. So something happened inside. Something happened inside. There's a big bulge in the wall here. So either the plate, somebody played around with a plate on the inside. That's why this whole fire escape is tilting out. There's a huge bulge in the wall there, and a huge bulge in the wall here, and a huge bulge in the wall there, and a bulge in the wall there. So this whole platform is pulling away from this building for some reason. Something happened inside that apartment. So right now I'm coming down the stairs, and my belly's already touching at my belly button. I'm already touching, so I have to actually lean down to get under this. Aside from that, we need bolting here. Change these bolts out because they're compromised. You can definitely see a tilt heading down. We're tilting. If it was level, it would be like that, but this thing is tilting down. And I have to scoot underneath this thing, so it doesn't make sense. Again, rebolt. All welded connections need to be rebolt. Look at all the water that's been getting in from above on all these. So this is not ready for a load test, simply because the bolts, because of lack of maintenance and lack of paint job, water has been getting in from above, and all these bolts are compromised. So 100% of all the bolts on the treads. So you're looking at a 75% refurbishment of this fire escape because they didn't maintain it. You know, all these welds are compromised. You can just see it. You can see rust getting in there, and this fire escape is not. Here's a nice point to stick your head in. And if I walk up the stairs, I smash my head into this, and I did already today. So again, that connection needs to be, it's welded, so it needs to be rebolted. And going all the way down, we have rusty tears. So this is evidence that all the treads need to be rebolted. And as you can see, there's the lean out of that platform. I believe the fastest way out of this, so that we can go up the stairs and meet the 6/8 requirement, is to basically reconfigure this platform here. Because you can probably create a notch of some kind here, so I can at least get some additional headroom. But otherwise, this whole platform needs to move out as far to the corner as possible, so that the staircase coming down will be further away, and you can walk up the stairs without affecting how it lands, because we're sort of limited in mathematics where it can go. This fire escape is 25 to 50 years old, simply because there's no square head bolts, but there's hex head bolts. But again, all the hex head bolts have been compromised due to rusty tears coming through. A lot of paint. So in recap, 75% of this fire escape on the major structurals needs to be reinforced or rebolted. Entire staircase rebolted. Entire staircase needs to be rebolted. All the platforms rebolted. All the welded connections on the platform rebolted. And again, this is too low. You know, you can barely stand up there. It's only got about 5 feet of clearance. You need 6/8 at least. And obstructions. We got a lot of obstructions up above. Fire escape needs to be painted, and that is to be done by the owner, or by, if it's a contract, it must be a licensed renovator, EPA renovated, that understands the lead law and the collection of all the chips. Any questions on this or any, and also the staircase, the rails coming down are missing bars. So I need 2 more lines of bars on both sides, so in case a child was to trip, they don't fall through here or up above. We need additional lines to stop somebody from falling through and getting wedged on this non-conforming rail here. Any questions? Fire escape engineers, Inspector Manessis here. 800-649-3333, 800-649-3333.